Peanut Butter Podcast. My name is Brenton.
And my name is Peter, and he is allergic to peanuts.
And together we are PB, or the Peanut Butter Podcast.
Wow, today we are joined here with some very special guests. We are joined here today by Luke. He's known for being a hype man on the football team and the greatest manager of all time for the basketball team for the boys. And we're joined by a regular on the, I guess not on the podcast because it's not we've only done one episode before this, but he's a regular on the channel. Mason is here.
Hello.
Wow. Yeah, Luke, so you're here.
Yes.
You excited to be here? Well, you actually DM'd me when I posted about the first Peanut Butter Podcast, and you were like, I gotta be on here.
Yes.
And then you also sent me a very haunting image. We're gonna throw that up there right on the screen. Nobody knows what this is except me and Luke.
Or not.
No, we're gonna throw it up there.
We're throwing
Okay.
it.
We're throwing it up there. It's a beautiful image, I gotta
Okay.
say. Yes, there's
there
the
it is.
image.
There it is.
It's a beautiful image of Peyton and Mike. Just really great.
Taking something.
Yeah, Luke, you say you have really haunting dreams.
Yeah, so if we can go back, I was, sixth grade, middle of the year, sixth grade, and I go to sleep like normal, and I'm having this dream. So the dream is my entire family is at this house, and out of nowhere these robbers come to rob our house.
Mm-hmm.
So they come in. I'm the only one who sees them because I'm the only one awake, of course, because
That's
savage.
just how dreams are.
Yeah. And
Can't be asleep in a dream.
No, exactly. Yeah, no, sleeping in dreams is...
Mason
Mason looks horrified. Mason,
never
do
thought
you
about
do you
that.
sleep do you sleep in your dreams?
Not that I can remember.
Oh,
Maybe they start with me sleeping. I don't know.
okay.
It's an infinite loop. Sleep and dream.
so they come in and they have these giant guns.
Right.
Yeah, so they're picking off my family, and I
Oh
wake
my
up.
gosh.
Well, that turned dark.
I wake up my cousins, and we have a bear traps in the garage.
Naturally.
Yes.
Throw 'em at them.
And these bear traps, I run to the garage, grab the bear traps, and I just start setting them in the house. Every once in a while, I hear, ah! No.
The sound of them getting trapped by the bear traps.
Exactly.
And so we run outside. We're just setting these traps. I don't have a phone, but my cousin's such a baller. I'm just straight baller. So he grabs his phone, calls 911. I'm still setting bear traps everywhere. So all you're hearing is
It's like Minecraft.
It's like
Yes.
like 20 men are in this house that we're staying in. And we decide to set the bear traps. The police come, and there's one guy left, and he starts charging at my cousin. I run at him with a bear trap in my hand and just throw it on his face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Here's the thing. He doesn't die.
Oh.
So the police arrive,
Yikes.
arrest this man.
Is he bleeding out profusely
Still
from his
has the bear
face?
trap on his face as they're arresting him.
And here's the thing, though. These men were not trying to rob us. In these dreams, when the police were interviewing him, he was the house cleaners. With, for some reason, 20 house cleaners with guns.
Here to clean house.
I believe this story. And then he sues me, and I go to juvie for a very long time.
But
So-
you lose?
So this ends with you getting in jail.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a twist.
What a twist. That's
What a
a
plot twist.
that was something right there, I gotta say. Yeah, Luke, that's a very interesting dream. You know what's also just frightening but somewhat interesting is our new intro.
Ooh,
Yeah.
smooth. That was a nice
Thank
transition.
you. I
Good job
appreciate
there.
that. Yeah, Luke and Mason haven't seen the intro, but it's the Wii.
It's the Wii bowling. It's the Wii, like, bowling theme. The
No,
the
Wii Games or whatever theme or whatever.
Yeah, that.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that, and every time like the bum. Every
It's a
time that
meme.
hits, it's a new meme that Brenton made,
I've made one.
and it's absolutely beautiful. It features a lot of you, Mason, in your
And a lot of
hats,
Jarrod.
and a lot of Jarrod. Yeah, features Abraham Lincoln with AirPods.
I would remove that one.
Oh, you removed that
I
one?
removed that one.
That's depressing.
I loved that one. We'll flash that up on the screen. But
It's a lot of editing.
yeah,
Didn't
yeah, I'm making this very hard for you, Brenton.
it's so difficult.
But you make a lot of Photoshop creations, Brenton.
I do. It's an addiction.
It's
It's not good.
yeah, Mason. In media tech, what does Brenton do every single day?
Literally just like crunches my face down and then puts a hat or something on me.
That is true.
Have you made any memes of Luke?
No, I don't have any pictures of Luke to work with.
You haven't made any beautiful Photoshop creations. Well, we're gonna change that.
I'll change that. I need to find pictures of Luke to use though. That's the problem.
I will work on.
So, Luke, you are known for your managerial role in basketball. How is that? Tell us a little bit about your adventures in managing.
So I started off. So I quit basketball
Right.
because
Depressing.
I didn't want to run, and
Makes sense.
so
So Mason quit track.
Yeah, idiot.
I
I guess.
coach comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, you want to be a manager?" At first, I turned it down because free time is the best time you have. To
Right. Exactly.
Just life, and a few days go by, and I think in my head this would be a great opportunity for me to go to state with the team.
That's true.
That is true.
So season goes along, and we go through, and then we get another manager,
Logan.
Logan Milne. Now, I loved it, and he would literally help me with so much of the things that I didn't like to do, like fill up the water bottles, and
So you just gave him everything that you
I-
hated about being a manager.
I gave him everything except for game day. Game day and games were the thing that I would do because I was good at it. So I went from playing basketball and to not playing basketball. And it was really tough on me because I have expectations from my parents with my dad being a basketball coach at McPherson College. So growing up my entire life I played basketball and I've never been that good until last year. Last year I was pretty good, but we ended up moving, so I was like, I don't know if I want to do this.
So, I heard some very interesting stories about you at State, Luke.
Lord.
Oh man.
Yeah, would you like to, tell us a little bit about your adventures at State?
So right off the bat, we get to our room, and our room's not cleaned.
Nice.
So we have to go stay with Kyler, Kindon, Jason, Colby in their room
That
until we
sounded
leave
good
for
mixture
practice.
with you guys.
It was awful.
I bet.
So we come back from practice, and that night, ice buckets and ice.
Oh, this
Ice
is
got
hard.
poured
Mason's
on.
starting to cringe.
Ice
Oh,
got
yeah.
poured on Mason's bed and on him.
Mason,
I
what?
forgot about that. So basically, I'm just there. Like I don't even remember what I was doing.
You're on your
but-
phone.
Yeah, something like that. And then they come in with a bucket of ice and just dump it on my bed. It had to be like, I don't know how much, but it was so much. There was so much ice in it, and my bed was soaking wet. The floor was soaking wet, and I don't know how I even slept that night with so much water on me. It was.
So the next day we didn't have a game. So of course we messed with each other. They would pick me up and drop me into the snow with. I got dropped with 3 different pairs of clothes on. So my clothes are soaking wet. And they
Just
would,
like Mason.
Nice.
Thank you.
and I had no clothes. So I'm like, "Hey mom, can you bring me some clothes?" she's like, we've already left. So I'm like,
That's a
okay,
big oof.
I have no money to clean my clothes. So I go interrogating everyone for money. I get money from Mason and go clean my clothes. And then just start throwing my socks that I just cleaned in the snow.
Mason laughs maniacally.
That was mostly Kendon, wasn't it?
It was Kenton and DJ.
Well, what great people.
So, a few nights go on, and Kyler and Kendon in their fridge, in the freezer section, just picked up snowballs, put them in the freezer, and made them ice
Oh
balls.
no, here we go. I know this one.
Oh yes, this is my favorite story.
And so they come out, and two of the balls there's a frozen sock, and two of the balls are stuck to the sock. They take one of the balls off, and Kyler just lightly tosses it to Mason's face.
Right to his face.
Not at
Mason's
face.
Just what was like going through your mind as the ice ball hit you?
Well, before this, they had thrown another bucket of ice, but thankfully missed the bed.
Wait.
Just
Wait.
on
Wait
the
a
floor.
second here.
How did they miss the bed?
Well, because I was like on the edge and they were aiming for me and just aimed
okay.
a little far. But
Idiots.
anyway, so the ice hits me like right next to my eye, and I was instantly there's a gash there, and I could grab it and like feel the swelling.
Oh,
Nice.
So
that's exciting.
I picked up the ice, I got a Ziploc bag or something, and I iced it with the ice that they hit me in the face with. And so I just laid in bed holding this ice on my face because there's no comfortable way to hold it at all. So I was just sitting there like with my hand above my head holding the ice for like a good 20 minutes. And then I went to bed.
Can we talk about your toast?
Yeah, let's talk about your
Oh.
toast. I think that's the actual
okay.
elephant
That's
in the
my
room.
star.
So it was first morning, and they said they had no more waffle mix. So I'm like, okay, I'll eat toast. So I get 2 pieces of toast, and I'm like, wow, I'm still hungry. So I just get more toast, and then I get more toast, and I keep on getting toast until I have 9 pieces of a toast. Now at this point, I've discovered this amazing thing called Pop-Tart Bites. So I also had 2 bags of Pop-Tart Bites before that. And the next day goes by. I eat 6 pieces of toast. then we go eat, and then I go to Starbucks and get a vanilla bean frappuccino.
Not just vanilla bean.
Oh yeah,
Heck yeah, my man.
most basic white boy.
You are white.
You are a white man.
Yes.
You're
So I'm
very
like,
pale.
I come home, and I still eat toast. I maybe ate 30 pieces of toast those 6 days over the 6-day period, and I regret nothing.
I regret nothing. Well, thank you for those amazing stories, Luke. I'm sure our listeners enjoyed that very much. Now, we're going to try to phone in. We're going to try to have a reoccurring segment. It's called Calling Jarrod. So last episode, if you didn't watch it, Jarrod
Go watch
called in. Yeah, go listen to it.
Terrible.
It's actually one of my favorite podcast episodes I've ever listened to. But it's beautiful, and he called in. So I'm thinking, like, we got to make this a regular segment. So we're just gonna call Jarrod, and we're gonna see if he responds. So yeah, let's see here.
Your call has been
Okay, well, let's call Reagan instead, and we'll see if she answers and if Jarrod is there.
Hello?
Oh, Reagan! Wow, she answered. Is Jarrod there?
Yes, she is.
Can you put Jarrod on the line, please?
Yeah, here you go. Yes.
Jarrod. Say hello to Brenton, Mason, and Lukey boy right here.
No.
Well, Jarrod, you are now officially on the Peanut Butter Podcast for a second time in a row. How do you feel?
Great.
Oh, well, that's really good. Jarrod, how do you feel like your life is going so far now that you've been on the Peanut Butter Podcast twice?
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
What did you think about Luke's stories?
Yeah. What?
Hello.
What?
Oh,
Jarrod is Jarrod
I'm
gone?
done with Jarrod.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh.
He's a goner.
Well, that's stupid. Who is this?
I guess.
No, because you gotta announce yourself to the Peanut Butter Podcast.
I can't.
Oh, wow. Well,
It's been a great segment.
we're gonna say it's Jarrod's girlfriend on the line. And so how are you, Jarrod's girlfriend?
I'm doing good.
Oh, good. So what is the best thing about being Jarrod's girlfriend?
His car.
I mean that's the
That's a good answer.
That's the only reason I would date Jarrod. Thanks for calling in, Jarrod's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great talking to you.
Put Jarrod back on the line.
Okay, here he is. New phone. Who's this?
This is Peter and Brenton, and you're on the Peanut Butter Podcast once again.
I have a question, Jarrod. What do you think about Luke's stories?
What?
We had Luke on the podcast to talk about his stories at state. What did you think about all his stories, Jarrod?
I'm really confused right now.
Jarrod, just
Hey, Jarrod, just answer the question,
answer
Jarrod.
the question,
About his
Jarrod.
story?
Yeah,
About a
his,
story.
Like
stories.
with ice and being thrown in snow and stuff.
They're cool, I guess.
oh, fun.
Okay, good. Thanks, Jarrod. Appreciate it.
Okay, well, that was
Okay, we
that
end
was
that
fun.
there.
That was exciting.
Nice.
Um,
Can I tell a story here?
yes, of
story
course,
to tell.
Brenton, please.
So, going back to the discussion of dreams here, I gotta tell you about my nightmares because I doubt anyone else that, except for people who have peanut allergies, might have this nightmare.
I have a lot of nightmares, Brenton.
Okay. But I doubt it's like this. So, this is like, I don't know, I'm guessing like, I don't remember the beginning of the story. I remember it was like a parade or something, probably like a marching band or something. But like, I was marching down the middle of the street, and then out of nowhere, peanuts get thrown at me. Now, this might not sound terrible to you, but for a man that could die from this, I was terrified. I woke up in a cold sweat, and I went back to bed, and I had that same dream 3 times in a row. It really wasn't a fun night, but I thought that I should just tell the story just because we were talking discussions.
What, didn't you have a dream that Mr. Peanut was attacking you once?
Mr. Peanut was attacking. Who? Oh yeah, the Mr. Peanut, the mascot for that one brand of peanut. Yeah, he did attack me once with his top hat and his monocle, his evil brow. Yeah, he attacked me in my dreams, and I was really scared. This was probably like 5th grade this happened. But I think I'm one of the few people in the world that actually have these type of dreams.
Yeah, well, that's great. This has been the Peanut Butter Podcast. just end it there. Thanks to Luke for coming on. Thanks for Mason to just kind of sitting there and.
I said some things.
He did say some things. He did say some things. Yeah, this has been the Peanut Butter Podcast. Make sure to not feed Brenton any peanut butter sandwiches.
Please, I want to die. Just give me all the yummy peanut.
Goodbye.
Yummy in my tummy.